Hey, welcome to a podcast. We're actually podcasting.
Yeah, this is another episode of, oh gosh, what's our new name?
It's the Shane and I show.
Yeah, it used to be a different name, and then we got a cease and desist order from...
France.
France? I thought it was Australia.
Australia? Maybe it was Australia.
It was Australia.
It was Australia because they had a pillow company named Love and Stuff.
Yeah, and...
So we can't use that name anymore.
Yeah, because apparently it competes with Australian pillows.
So you might be surprised to be hearing us right now because we haven't done a podcast probably in a good couple months.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We've been on hiatus. It's the fancy word for saying we haven't done SWAT.
Yep, but a lot's happened.
Yeah.
We
got to catch you guys up.
Yeah.
If you're a one listener that's still out there. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We know you've been waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, you're like, where are these guys?
Yeah,
and maybe you moved on. Maybe you started checking out Theo Vaughn's podcast, which is fine because he's funny.
Yeah.
Maybe you started listening to some Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Maybe you started listening. I don't know who else. Maybe Bill Burr. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? It doesn't matter. Oh, Mark Maron's good.
But I don't think anybody like does the old school Mark Maron anymore. You never hear about him anymore.
Well, that's because. It doesn't matter. I still like Mark Maron. Anyway,
so what's happened in the world since we've been gone? Well, what's happened in your world?
Well, my big thing is I got married.
You did.
I tied the knot.
You tied the knot.
I tied the knot. We put on rings. The whole deal.
Right. I don't see your ring.
No, I'm not wearing it right now. I forgot to put it on this morning.
That's bad luck, you know.
Whatever.
In a marriage.
I had a thick. Yeah. I'll talk about that some other day.
Yeah. So you got married and then you did something else kind of randomly.
Yeah, I got married and then I was like, you know what? This is a great time to just sort of leave town. So so I up and left, you know.
So you just left?
Yeah, I said
everybody. Everybody.
I said to the wife, I said, "Listen, baby, I'm glad that we're married and this is great. I'm going to Arizona for a couple of weeks. Peace out."
She was all right with that?
Yeah. She's like, Good for you. I'm excited for you.
Like, was it like that all the way until you got back?
Sure.
Yeah,
sure. Why not?
Why not? For public's sake, we'll say why not.
Yeah.
So there's that. Let's see. I haven't done much. I took a sabbatical myself from posting anything on on social media.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which was nice.
Social media, the death of civilization.
Which was nice, and I would do this thing where I'd periodically check Facebook just to like catch up. And there was only like, I don't know what's going on with that, but it was annoying because there was only like one guy that I know that would post for like, I would read 5 of his posts right away, and it would just be super negative. Mm-hmm. You know how you always have that one guy that's just super negative all the time.
Yeah, anybody who regularly posts more than twice a day is probably someone you don't want to hear from.
I didn't check it for like 2 weeks, and I opened it up, and all these posts are from this one guy, particular one guy.
That sounds awful.
And it was just negative, and it just blew my mind how much negativity there was from this one guy. And I don't know what happened to everybody else posting because the only other thing that was on that damn thing were ads.
You know, it's possible everybody else, they were seeing this guy's posts in real time.
Right.
And all of them did what I did. And they're like, fuck this shit. And they left.
Right. They
logged out and never came back.
The particular thing that was annoying to me was the ads, right? Because there's these ads like I could become a life coach if I click this link right here.
Ooh,
you know, I watch this little video, I click the link, and if I really want to, I could become a life coach. And I was like, you know what? I'm clicking the link not because I want to become a life coach. I don't want to become a life coach.
You just want to see what's up.
I just want to see what's up and see if I can mess with somebody.
That's kind of fucked up, but
yeah,
okay.
Continue. I like messing with people on the internet that try scamming other people.
Continue.
It's kind of, I'll get into another one in a minute.
All right.
So I click on the link and you read the whole thing. You read the whole thing about the $120 an hour you can make once you become a life coach and how easy it is once you start your online business and how this place is going to, you know, I get all the way to the sign up spot, right? Because I want to see how much it is because I'm curious. One low payment for a 12-week course for $1,500.
All right.
And they don't guarantee you employment with their company after you get done.
Well, what school really guarantees employment?
Right. It's not school. It's a company that wants you to pay them.
Yeah.
They're supposed. From what they said in their ad on Facebook, they say that they will hire you after they're done. You do their training program.
Mm-hmm.
They hire you, and you start making $120 an hour after you just went in debt for $1,500.
Well, I mean, you'd pay off your $1,500 in like half a week.
Yeah, but what kind of clients do you get?
Well, I mean,
like, what does a life coach actually do? That's kind of my question. That's kind of why I was curious. Like, what does a life coach actually do?
They coach people on life.
You just sit there and you're like, dude, pay your rent.
Yeah, man. You're like, dude, all right, first,
go to the gym.
Eat breakfast. Make sure to have an apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
See,
do 10 push-ups.
We should be life coaches.
Yes, do 10 push-ups.
Right.
Do 10 sit-ups.
Do 15 squats.
Yes. Brush your teeth, go to work.
Right. Kiss your wife if you're married.
And
don't be mean to your kids.
If you're not, just kiss anybody who wouldn't be taken aback by your kiss.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Dude, we can charge somebody $150 just for that advice right there.
I mean, really, we've given it out for free right here, right now.
Right. So,
yeah. Eat an apple, brush your teeth, don't be a dick.
There was that, and then I checked Instagram, and I got this DM. That means direct message.
Yes,
because you don't have Instagram.
I know.
So I got this direct message, right, from this woman that wanted to be my friend, and I was like,
a woman wanted to be your friend.
Yeah, and she sent me this message. I got it saved because it was just really good.
Okay, let's see it.
It says, "Hi, hun. How are you?"
Okay.
I say, "I am good."
Wait. You're reading like the two-way thing
yeah.
here? Can I read the part of the lady?
Well, I don't really have the lady part here.
Oh.
I'm kind of remembering it as you go. I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of remembering the conversation.
Oh, that's so I can't like read her part.
Yeah, you could make up her part if you want because it's all the same.
Oh, no, absolutely. Oh, hi, hun. How are you?
And I write back and I say, I am well. I'm bored.
Oh, you're bored, hun? Me too. Maybe we could have some fun.
And I write back and I say, I like fun. Yeah. What kind of fun do you want to have?
Oh, big, hot, tasty fun.
What is big, hot, tasty fun?
Well, if you come to my email and we can direct each other in big, hot, tasty hotness.
Okay, that's great. That sounds awesome. I like hot, big fun. But I like midgets as well and big Asian women.
Oh, you're so sweet, hon. I'm not a big Asian woman. I'm Russian, you see. But,
that's a horrible Russian accent.
Well, no, actually, it's not for the certain part of Russia I'm from.
But
it's near Chechnya, but not that near Chechnya.
That's great. But are you a big Russian?
You know, hon, I'm yes. I'll just say yes. I am a large Russian female woman.
Can we bring a midget into the mix?
I would love to. I have several in my village. I mean,
that's not how it actually went.
Oh, okay.
She just repeated the same thing. Come to my website.
Oh, come to my website.
You're so sweet.
Maybe go on PayPal. Send me a few digital coins.
The one that got me was because I was like, okay, you know what I like big. If you're a big Russian woman, that's okay. Can we bring in a midget and could we bring in some shaving cream?
Well, I mean,
and she was like, and she wrote back and she was all, "You're so sweet." You're so sweet.
Oh, you're so sweet, hon.
Please come to my website.
Come to my website, pay me money.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Because I just really like messing with people when they try to direct message me on Instagram. Yeah, especially like if somebody it's like you could just tell it's a fake account. Mm-hmm. So I knew it was a fake account, so I was just having fun with it. So that happened.
All right.
And we actually got a question.
Oh.
Because somebody thought we were still doing, we still kind of are doing relationship
things, sure. I guess. Look at us. Only 10 minutes in and we're already getting to the question.
Well, yeah. Look at that.
We're making progress here.
Look at that. And we'll probably going a roundabout way of answering this question.
Well, let's just get to the question part.
So this guy's name is Jeff, and he's from.
Are we going to use the real name or the pseudonym, or is that the pseudonym?
That's the pseudonym.
Okay.
I'm just calling him Jeff. The fancy way of spelling Jeff, though.
Oh, with the G.
With the G.
That's I like that. Like Geoffrey Chaucer.
Yeah, that could be his name.
Geoffrey Chaucer.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. He has been dating this girl for a while now, for about 4 or 5 months, and she's brought up the fact several times that she likes anal play.
Okay.
Like the tongue in the ass.
Like the tongue in the ass.
The tongue in the ass. And
like his tongue in her ass,
yeah,
or her
his
tongue
both.
Both.
She likes both.
You like co ass tongue?
Yes.
All right.
And she actually likes anal sex.
Okay.
He is deathly afraid of the anal area.
Okay.
Because he had a bad experience. I don't know what that bad experience is because he doesn't get into it.
Probably involved duty.
Probably involved duty and a little bit of blood, I would imagine.
I mean, maybe not. I wasn't there, but it probably involved at least a bit of duty.
If you have a bad anal experience, it's going to probably turn you up. Anyway, he don't want to even go near it.
All right.
Because of that bad experience.
Okay.
But she brings it up on a constant basis. And he's afraid she might leave him. And so, yeah, that's our question of the day.
Okay. Good, cool question of the day. That's a good one. It brings up several interesting themes and whatnot. First and funnest being butt play, I guess. That's always fun to talk about.
Yeah.
But also,
I personally, I like licking the booty.
You like licking the booty?
I like licking the booty.
Listen, man, I'm not saying I have, and I'm not saying I haven't.
I know it's a bad experience. I've had a bad experience before, and it did involve a little bit of poop on the tongue.
That's not great.
No,
that's
at the
really
same time, and so like that's a little uncomfortable because how do you be like, yo, baby, next time we do that, can you like make sure you wipe your ass?
Please don't poop on my tongue next time. Yeah.
But most girls that I've kind of hooked up with or dated kind of like it. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I can see how a bad experience could kind of turn you off.
All right. No, not me too.
But here's my theory, right? Here's what I think. If she's asking about it constantly, she's going to find it. May not be with him. She could get drunk one night, find some dude that's going to fool around with her, give her the anal play like she wants. She's not going to, most people, when they have a desire like that, they don't just like put it in bay for that whole relationship. You know what I mean? Like at some point, they're going to go and figure out how to get that desire met.
Yeah. I mean, that's certainly a possibility.
Not saying that.
But I feel like that's not quite the point.
Well, what's the point?
Well, first, let's address Mr. Geoffrey Chaucer.
Yes.
His fear of butt stuff.
Yes.
Listen, man, we all have butts. It's a natural part of life.
It is
to have a butt.
It is,
and
doo-doo comes out of it.
Doo-doo comes out of it. It's just a simple fact. Now, if you've had a bad experience, it doesn't mean that bad experience will repeat itself.
Right.
So maybe consider going back there.
Right.
But don't feel.
Chances are, if she's asking for it all the time, and like bringing it up constantly, her butt's pretty clean.
Yeah, I would think so. But make sure, I mean,
my question comes to the guy is like, have you told her about the fear, or do you just kind of play it off? Because it sounds like from the message that he hasn't brought it up to her. Maybe he's looking for a way to bring it up to her.
Oh, just be straight up. Just be like, baby, I know you want butt stuff. I've got this fear. Here's where it comes from.
Could you imagine what kind of experience that must have been?
I mean, it might just be duty in the mouth.
It could, but see, my head goes like I'm thinking diarrhea everywhere. Like he gets down there and it's just like a shit show down there. Like literally just
no pun intended.
No pun intended. It is just there is shit everywhere down there. Like because he also said that he's had bad experience with anal sex too.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if he just like went ahead and manned up and fucking took care of business with all the diarrhea and the run and everything like that. Because that would like freak me out afterwards.
Yeah, I'm like cringing here in my chair.
Because that would, and you might be cringing at home and be talking about this, but that would freak me out.
Oh, me too. Me
like
too.
I would do no anal play after that.
Yeah, me too. Well, okay, so let's address this.
Right.
First things first. Just because it happened once doesn't mean it'll happen again.
Right.
Second thing second.
Second thing second.
But both of you two, take a goddamn shower before you start, okay?
Right.
Wash thoroughly.
Right.
Another good thing.
There's
douches. They also make douches for the bum.
Yes, they do.
And
you could get, you know what else you could do, man? Is you don't even have to like put your tongue in there if you don't want to, because they have butt plugs.
There's plugs
and there's
for the butt.
And there's little ring things that you could like, throw down. You could like, they have little ring things that you could use, and like
the beads. They got the beads.
Yeah, anal beads.
There's
all kinds of stuff.
So if there are alternatives to your own bits going in there,
right?
That could still be,
pleasurable for her.
Exactly.
And you're keeping the relationship going, because like I said earlier, man, if she keeps bringing it up and you keep just flat out ignoring it, chances are she's going to go somewhere. She's going to find a dirty guy that's going to fucking eat her ass.
You have a very cynical opinion of romance.
I do.
Me, not so much. I don't necessarily believe that just because somebody has a certain desire means that they're destined to be a cheating bad person or whatever. But that said, have the conversation. If you're willing to be open to it, just keep that a possibility, but you certainly don't need to.
No, you don't.
Don't feel like you have to be pressured into this. And if it's a deal breaker for you or her, then so be it.
Yeah, I admit it. I'm a little cynical when it comes to stuff. I've had bad experiences in relationships, so But I'm telling you, as a realist too, I'm a realist.
See, that's what all cynics say.
I know, but if she has that desire, man, and you don't help her fulfill that desire, she's gonna find that desire. She's gonna find it. Maybe not with you. It could be that she breaks up with you, and the next guy, maybe she meets the guy before you guys break up. Whatever. It's gonna get met. The desire is gonna get met. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay. That's your cynical view.
That's my cynical view, man.
My view is people can learn to value each other whether or not there's butt play involved.
I mean, the other part of it is having some communication around the deal, right?
That's the main thing, man.
Right.
That's the main thing.
She's letting you know what she wants, which is good. It's always good when a woman lets you know what she wants. Now you got to man up and you got to tell her about your fear.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. You got to communicate. In fact, I would go so far as to say possibly one of the most important parts of sex is communication.
Right.
Not just the touching and the feeling and the poking and the licking and all that. But
no, it's not just all that.
It's not just all that. See, it's better with communication. Like, hey, baby, I don't want to, I'm afraid to stick my tongue in a butt, but, I'll communicate my fear.
Right. And that's important stuff, man.
Yeah. It's way better than her thinking that you're just ignoring her desires.
Right. Because I'm sure you communicate the fact that you want, you want her slobbing on your nog there. You want her to go down on you. So I'm sure you probably let her know that.
Yeah, and sometimes compromises need to be made.
Right.
Trades need to happen.
Maybe she's tired of doing all the work. Maybe she goes down on him and he's like, "Nah, man, I don't want to." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's the case, Jeffrey Chaucer, that's just rude.
Yeah.
I'm not judging. Well, I guess I'm judging.
Give and take.
It's a two-way street.
Right.
Yeah.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes.
I don't even know entirely what that means.
Neither do I.
You get it, Jeffrey Chaucer.
Just made me sound like a fancy English guy there for a minute.
You sounded like a fancy English guy.
Yes.
And, Jeffrey Chaucer is an English name.
Yes.
A fancy English name.
But he lives in Michigan, so.
Well, there are
maybe that's the other reason.
Maybe
that's the other reason. We get a lot of letters from Michigan.
Michigan's
I don't know what it is with us in Michigan, but
I've got family.
I don't know if people in Michigan like talk about sex or talk about a relationship.
I guarantee you, there are people in Michigan that talk about sex and
we
relationships.
get a lot of questions from Michigan. So.
Somewhere in Michigan, somebody is talking about sex,
and they probably are viewed like way too open minded. They're probably like, "Oh, you're just way too liberal and open minded." And
I bet there's all sorts in Michigan.
I don't know, man. All I'm saying is we get a lot of questions from Michigan, and what it's leading me to believe that people in Michigan just don't communicate in their relationship.
Communication, I think that's been a common theme through all our episodes. Communication is key.
Right. Because if you just been with your woman for a little while, and you're just like, you don't talk about stuff. That's not going to be good, man.
Yeah. And it's scary to begin the communication process, sure.
Right.
But once you start going, it's very helpful.
Yeah.
And then it starts going like, you're like, hey, I'm communicating, you're communicating. And then we get...
But see, I don't think people in Michigan, this is going to sound... I don't think people in Michigan know how to do that.
They don't know how to talk to each other?
Yeah, men and women. I don't know. Maybe I got this old school view, but I just...
Your old school view is like racist against people in Michigan?
It's not racist at all. I'm just saying fact. We get a lot of questions from people in Michigan that are obviously relationship questions, which leads me to believe that people in Michigan do not talk about said relationship. And about secret desires they have in said relationship.
See, it leads...
How is that racist?
It leads me to believe that people in Michigan perhaps listen to our program, and because it is a program themed around relationships, that's the messages they're sending us.
But at the same time...
thank you, Michigan, for your listening to us.
I appreciate the fact that they're listening to us. Maybe that's where... Maybe here's Michigan. The other thing.
Yeah.
Is maybe this guy's our one fan, and he just says he's from Michigan. He just writes us letters.
Just from different, like different email addresses, different names.
Yeah.
Well, Jeffrey Chaucer, whoever you are, and
if that's the case, well, thank you very much for doing that.
Yes.
Because that's a lot of work right there.
That is. And we appreciate
and coming up with questions and coming up with different email accounts. More power to you.
It's tough, yeah. I mean, we've tried to come up with some when nobody sends us, and it's a thinker.
Yeah, you got to sit there and think about, man, what kind of stuff can I make up? We're giving all our stuff away now.
We're
giving away all of our secrets.
But hey, man, communication, not just in a relationship, but also between podcaster and listener.
Right.
These are important things. In fact, an argument could be made that a podcast is really all about communication. Well, I think that argument can be made.
I think that argument can be made somewhat. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Are we going to keep answering this guy's question over and over again?
All right, let's recap. Or let's summarize. Let's
summarize.
Listen, okay, Jeffrey Chaucer, you got fears around butt stuff, and that's okay. That's natural. Fact of the matter is, butt stuff can be scary. In fact...
But it can be fun.
But it can be fun also.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
If you do it right. Listen, man, have her take a shower before you play with the butt.
Always shower before you play with the butt.
Use a little mouthwash.
Yes. Make sure no one has a Duke on deck.
Yes.
That's really important.
Make sure that butt is clean before you go down there.
Yeah, make sure you haven't been eating like chili in the day before or any of that.
Get her like a bag with like a douche in it with like some stuff to clean her butt because they make that stuff.
Yeah, and we know this sounds like we're just kind of being weird and vulgar, but that is some legit shit right there. No pun intended. You want to keep shit clean when playing with the butt.
Yes. So, and let her know about your fear, man.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Communicate.
Like, hey, this happened to me. Now, I can only imagine, like I said, I can only imagine what kind of thing happened to you. But I could imagine it being pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
To make them afraid of butt stuff, it has to be pretty gnarly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, butts in general tend to be pretty gnarly.
Right.
That's not the best end of a human being.
Right. So, Jeffrey, with a G, your fancy ass way of spelling your name.
It's just English.
You ever meet a guy that spells his name that way?
Yeah.
With a G?
Yeah.
Was he a douche?
No, he was a nice guy. I liked him a lot.
Was he?
Yeah.
Because everybody I met would spells their name that way with the G.
Now, keep in mind, they're not naming themselves.
I know, but...
And this guy's...
I've only met two guys.
Yeah.
Not this guy, but I've met two guys with the name spelled with the G. Jeffrey. One guy rode a red Ducati.
Okay. That's kind of a douchebag bike, but...
Yeah, and he was kind of douchey.
All right.
The other guy was a homeless guy who said his name was Jeffrey with the G. But it could have been anything, really.
Right.
So I go off this one guy.
The guy with the Ducati.
The guy with the Ducati.
Yeah.
And his little fancy, and he was one of those guys that were back in the day when people wore like their beanies with their short sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, I do remember.
In like the early 2000s or whatever 2000s, it was.
Yeah.
Your beanie with your short sleeve shirt.
I remember
when it wasn't cold outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of those guys.
Yeah. There was a weird transitional period where people had like hemp chokers going on with that.
Yeah, he didn't do that, but he was a weird guy that wore his beanie. You know, he'd take off his little Ducati helmet, throw on his beanie, throw off his jacket.
All right.
Everybody thought he was so cool.
Ooh, he's so cool.
Because nobody knew anything about him.
Yeah. Oh, he's mysterious.
Yeah.
And he has a Ducati.
And he spells his name with a G. All the girls would be like, oh, and he spells his name with a G.
Yeah. But really, that's just English.
Yes. All right, we left off there. Sorry about that. Technical issues.
That's okay.
With my body.
I cut out the whole leaving off part. They didn't even know anything happened, but you just told them.
I just told them.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, man, Jeffrey. Just have some communication when it comes to butt play.
Yeah. Communicate. You're not obliged to do anything. I always recommend an open mind, but don't feel like you need to be pushed into anything.
And I'm sure if you tell her that you had a bad experience, she will make this next experience the best ever.
Yeah,
if she really wants to butt play.
Yeah, if she really wants to do it, she'll go out of her way to try to like really make it a good experience.
So anyway,
but you know, that said, you know, if it's a deal breaker for either of you, so be it.
So anyway,
yeah.
There's some interesting stuff in the news. From butt play to the news.
From butt play to the... Hey, man, there's always butts in the news.
Right.
Every single person in the news...
Is a butt?
Has a butt.
It has a butt.
They all have butts.
Did you hear about this guy in Colorado that strangled a mountain lion the other day?
I did.
You did.
No, how cool is this?
Yeah.
So a guy near Fort Collins, Colorado...
Right.
Goes for a hike in the mountains. It's
probably all over everybody's podcast, but we're going to talk about it anyway.
Fuck it. So he goes for a walk in the mountains, in case you haven't heard the story, and lo and behold, he's attacked by a mountain lion.
This dude is attacked from behind by the mountain lion.
Mountain lion
he somehow turns around, strangles, and suffocates said mountain lion
to death,
and then runs for help.
Yeah, and I'm no advocate of the killing of mountain lions unnecessarily, but this seemed pretty necessary.
It seemed pretty necessary to me too. Could you imagine you're just like walking along your little trail, you're like all nonchalantly, willy-nilly, minding your own business. You're like, oh, flowers. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, oh, look, birds in the sky.
Birds chirping.
The fresh air. And yeah, and then a mountain lion attacks you. Jumps, and those fuckers are big. Yeah. And they got the claws and the teeth.
He suffocated it bare hands.
Yeah, they're killing machines, and he killed it with his bare hands.
Bare hands.
Holy shit. If you were to like take a human being and a mountain lion and put him in an arena,
most likely the mountain
lion's gonna win. Before this story, I would have said every single time.
Right. I would have.
The mountain lion will win. Apparently, I was wrong. One time out of 1,000, the human being will strangle the mountain lion to death.
Yeah. I don't know if it was like... I never said if it was a full-grown mountain lion or if it was just a cub, but...
Probably just a cub. A full-grown mountain lion can take down a fucking...
He would have eaten the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, eaten the shit out of... but either way, man.
Right.
And I can't imagine it, though. I can't imagine it because I have cats.
Right.
And my cats have done that shit to me.
Right. Just come up from behind and attack you.
And fucking pounce right on me.
See, that's why I'm not a cat guy.
Well, I love my cats, but if
that's why I'm a dog guy, because you know what you're getting with a dog. They're gonna like want their belly rubbed. They're gonna want their ears behind their ears rubbed. They're gonna come up and be happy. They're gonna act like they haven't seen you in years when you walk through the door. Cat's just gonna be like, eh.
No, my cats are that way too. But every now and then they pounce on you.
Yeah, see? Because you didn't do something. I don't know. That's
another reason why. I think they're just playing. Oh, but I recently had a cat attack me because it thought I wasn't going to feed it.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean, man. Cats are. I'm not cool with cats.
I love my cats.
So that's just where I stand.
Well, that's fine. You have every right to stand there and go right to hell with the rest of the evil bastards.
I will give you credit, though. Your cats have personality.
My cats.
I'm not a cat. Most cats that I meet on a given basis, I do not like because they're just so snub and so.
No, I get that. Cats can be very aloof.
Yeah.
And
aloof, that's the word I was.
Yeah, they can be aloof. They can be real, just assholes.
Yeah.
And cats can really suck sometimes.
Yeah, we got this cat in our neighborhood that teases my dogs through the window.
Yeah, cats will do that.
And the cat will just sit at the edge of the sidewalk and like just sit there and just sit and just stare at the dog. The dogs will go nuts. It's actually kind of funny sometimes. But yeah, man, this guy strangled a mountain lion. So apparently what happened is after he ran for help, authorities went back to the site and authorities, the park authorities, I guess, and confirmed his story and was like, "Yep, that mountain lion was strangled."
Yep, that is a dead ass mountain lion.
That is a dead mountain lion. Could you imagine that? I don't know.
It's incredible that a person killed a mountain lion with his bare hands.
Suffocated him.
Yeah,
suffocated him.
I mean, really, if a person's gonna kill a mountain lion with their bare hands, that's probably the only way to do it.
Right.
I mean, they're too strong for anything else.
Right.
And I know for a fact the cats' heads are very tough. I have kicked my cats in the head full force, not on purpose. Not on purpose. I'm talking to you, podcasters out there.
You're going to get some animal rights activists coming at you now.
Yes.
You abuse cats.
Yes, but that's not what...
Is PETA still a thing?
It's still a thing. They sued a photographer on behalf of a monkey.
Aren't they doing other stuff too, like with sayings around animals and stuff that you're not supposed to... There's sayings that you're not supposed to say, like, that have animal sayings in them or whatever, because they might be cruel to animals?
I have no
Wasn't
idea
that a thing, or was it the monkey thing I'm thinking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I saw a thing. I saw a thing that they were just being ridiculous. Maybe it was the monkey thing.
Yeah, they sued a photographer on behalf of a monkey for what was it? Intellectual property infringement. Because the monkey took the guy's camera and snapped a few pictures, and he published the pictures in a book.
Oh, really?
And they're like, "Those are the monkey's pictures, not your pictures. That monkey has rights, goddammit.
That monkey should get paid.
That monkey should get paid for the pictures
bananas
he took." Yeah. Anyway. Wait, back to defending me.
All right.
I do not abuse my cats. What happened was I was walking swiftly and with purpose, just as...
Wait. When was the last time you ever walked swiftly and with purpose?
All the time. Have you never in your life walked swiftly and with purpose?
Yeah, I have. I've never seen you walk swiftly and with purpose.
Well, I usually do it when I'm over-caffeinated and cleaning the house.
Ah, okay.
And basically...
When nobody's around, in other words.
Wait a second. What do you mean you've never seen me walk swiftly and with purpose? I feel like I should be offended here.
I've seen you, walk, but it's never been, swiftly. You know what I mean?
You knew me back when I was an amphetamine addict. You must have seen me walk swiftly.
No, I really haven't. It's never been swiftly.
I am a swift motherfucker.
Are you?
Anyway, back to the topic. So I'm walking swiftly and with purpose, just as a cat runs full speed right towards me. I don't have the time, they go really fast.
Yeah,
it takes the human about a second to fully process and alter what they're doing.
Right.
But they're full force run and my full force walk connects with each other before that full second happens. Hence, a full force...
How far did you kick him? That's the only thing I care about.
Every action has an equal and opposite. Basically, what happened is they didn't go flying or anything.
Right.
it was like stubbing my toe. Even through a shoe, it was like stubbing my toe. It hurt. But the cat just ran away.
I bet it freaked him out.
And that has happened several times.
Probably caused him some severe trauma.
Probably not. But yeah. Anyway, my point is cats are tough. You can't just punch one in the dome. That's my point. I'm
sure Pete is listening right now. They're going to agree with me that you may have caused traumatic damage to that cat.
And I'm sure that everybody else in the universe can agree with me that PETA can suck it.
Right.
And I love animals and everything, but you know what? I'm just gonna drop the bomb. I'm gonna drop the big bomb. You know who the most famous animal lover of all was?
Who?
Adolf Hitler.
Really? How did we go from mountain lion attack to Hitler?
Step by step, man. So I'm just saying, PETA, you're in good company, but not always.
Doesn't matter how you get to the pot of gold.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying PETA is Nazis, but I'm not saying PETA isn't Nazis.
Right.
But actually, just so I don't get in trouble, I am going to say PETA isn't Nazis.
You know what?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you get to the pot of gold, be to the Ryan, as long as you kiss the leprechaun.
That is the truth. And I think that applies to a lot.
Yes.
I'm talking to you, Jeffrey Chaucer.
Yes. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap up our show.
Wait, no.
We're not wrapping it up
No, because I wanted to kind of go through, because there's really only one way for a man to kill a mountain lion with his bare hands.
Right, he has to suffocate it.
He has to suffocate it.
That means you have to strangle him this.
You can't beat it to death. It's too durable. It's too strong. You can't, grab it by the head and twist and break the neck like they do in the movies.
No, he's strangled it.
Yeah.
They can't see
because again, it's too strong. Yeah, Shane's miming being strangled by a hiker as a mountain lion.
Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah, you can hear his voice getting all weird as he strangles himself.
It'd have to be force there.
Yeah.
So
it takes force to strangle anything.
Kudos to that guy.
Not that I would know.
Kudos to that guy for taking care of himself.
But yes. I mean, good for him. This, in today in the battle of man versus nature, man won.
Man won.
Man won.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
All right.
I wanna drop a few disclaimers just to make sure I don't get in trouble. PETA, I'm sorry that I.
PETA's already offended right now.
I don't know. They're a bunch of fucks. They're a bunch of Nazi fucks. But PETA, I'm sorry that I conflated you with Hitler and the Nazis.
They're probably right now, if they're listening to this right now, if anybody from PETA is listening to this right now, they're probably already sending papers our way.
Oh, they're suing me on behalf of the mountain lion for defamation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for comparing them to Hitler. I mean, that's defamation of character.
Yeah. The only thing is it's true. So,
right.
You can't sue me for saying the truth. All I said was Hitler's an animal lover. Right. Let people draw their own conclusions. But I want to say clearly, so I don't get in trouble, and because I can't afford a fucking attorney, and PETA has armies of them.
Yes.
PETA, you're not Hitler. You're not Nazis. I love you so much. You do good work.
Is that the place if you sign up for $1 a month, they send you a fancy t-shirt?
There's a lot of places like that.
Yeah, I know, but is that the one that Sarah McLachlan always sings on? And
no, that's the
and
SPCA.
You feel all guilty.
Yeah, that's like the Humane Society or SPCA or something.
Yeah, exactly. And you see all those poor dogs.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh,
yeah, it makes you cry.
I don't even want a t-shirt.
You're like, yeah, I mean, most of us know what it's like. It's it's 2-3 in the morning and everybody's gone to sleep and we're just not feeling tired.
Commercial comes on and Sarah McLachlan's song comes on and you start bawling.
You've had a few beers and you see the little puppies and the kittens with the one eye and all that, and it just comes out. The tears just
next
come.
thing you know, you're making a big ass donation.
Yeah. Well, I never made the donation.
Neither did I. I just cried.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is our show. We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
That is our show. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Do all those fancy things people do on podcasts. Listen to us. Tell your friends about us.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeffrey Chaucer, for the question.
Yeah. We haven't had a question in a while.
Yeah,
awesome.
And I hope we were able to be, I don't know, something, anything.
Don't be afraid of the anal, if the butt.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to communicate.
Yeah.
And the anal butt can be a joyous kind of thing.
All right. Until next time, America.
Yeah.
Don't shit yourself.
Don't shit yourself. Also, no, that's all, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Bye.